Good morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name is Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today, well, we need to go and have a look at some secret rares. They've all been revealed from VMAX Rising. We've got images of all of them. Shout out to the lovely Primal Lugia, who frankly has got our back lately. Very lovely, helpful chap. And let's start off with the big news. Golden Frosmoth. Hang on a second. And this is big. This is genuinely big news. Because we don't get gold versions of regular Pokemon. Sure, we've had gold Pokemon cards in the past, but not regular Pokemon. In Sword and Shield, we get gold Zacian V, and we get gold Zamazenta V, and this makes perfect sense. We expect this. They are, firstly, the poster children for the particular set, and secondly, they're Pokemon V. We're used to getting gold versions of Pokemon V, and we had some GXs previously. We're not used to getting gold versions of regular Pokemon. And firstly, this is a big deal just for that alone. And secondly, this is a big deal because it's Frosmoth. You see, Frosmoth is getting some love, and like really getting some love. You see, Frosmoth ended up being one of the pre-release promos. And Frosmoth ended up being one of, or is going to be the League Challenge promo this time round. And now it's coming out as a gold as well. Somebody has decided that Frosmoth is a particularly good, great, interesting card. And I find it very hard to argue with them because actually, yeah, it is a particularly good, great, interesting card. So, you know what? Let's do this. Now, I've talked about Frosmoth a lot on this channel lately, and it's from Sword and Shield. It's not actually from VMAX Rising. That's the other weird thing. All the other secret rares, no, that's a lie. Most of the other secret rares are cards that actually came in VMAX Rising. This is a card from Sword and Shield. So, it's pretty cool. Let's accelerate water energy. Great in every water deck. Going to see a huge amount of play. This is absolutely going to be a sought after card. You bet your bottom dollar on that. Now, in terms of the others, we've got full art versions of all of the Pokemon V. And we've got rainbow rares of some of them. So if we take Rillaboom V, for instance, we've got full art Rillaboom V. And we've got Rainbow Rare Rillaboom V. And the good news is we've actually got English scans of some of these because they're going to be promos and they've already released those scans. So, thank you very much. Making my job a little bit easier. So Rillaboom V then, I'm a huge fan of Rillaboom V. I think it's going to be great. Rillaboom V for 4 energy does 220. And then, to be fair, it does do 30 damage to itself, but I don't think that's a huge problem. I'm not going to get particularly upset about that. I think this is the best partner to use with the Rillaboom from Sword and Shield that lets you accelerate grass energy. So, it's one of those things that's probably going to end up being a fairly expensive card, because Rillaboom is awesome. Cinderace V, I am less of a fan of. Here's a full art. Here is a Rainbow Rare. And what we've got is an ability that gives you free retreat if there is any stadium in play, and an attack that does 140 for free energy. It's fine, but nothing more than fine. I do like Cinderace VMAX quite a bit more. I'll pop a link to that one in the description. But basically you do 170 plus burn for free energy, or for 2 energy you do 30 damage, plus as much as was done to you the previous turn. That can add up pretty quickly. And we might as well complete the set with Inteleon V. Here is the full art, and here is the Rainbow Rare. Again, I'm not a gigantic fan of Inteleon V. I mean, I love it because it's Inteleon, and, you know, Inteleon evolves from Sobble, and I love me some Sobble, but I'm not a gigantic fan of the card as a whole. Single energy, 40 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon is fine, but not really much more than that. And then free energy, 130 plus look at your opponent's hand is alright. But again, it's not particularly stunning. So, fine. Nothing to get overly excited about. Now, they are the 3 that get both full art and rainbow rare versions, but we've also got some other Pokemon V that just get full art. No rainbow rare treatments, unfortunately, just the full arts. Like, for instance, Boltund V, and I like Boltund V. I think it's a very good card. What we've got here is 1 Lightning Energy. Search your deck for 2 Lightning Energy and attach them to your bench Pokemon in any way that you like. Basically, it just lets you accelerate energy. It's pretty cool for that. And then for a minimum 2 energy, 30 damage times the amount of lightning energy attached to all of your Pokemon. Now, I have done videos about all of these Pokemon. I'll drop links in the description. But while we're here, this is Pachirisu. Pachirisu from Ultra Prism has got the amazing Snuggly Generator. Lets you search your deck for 1 lightning energy per bench Pokemon with Nuzzle. So basically you can get 5 energy in a turn. Plus you've got a Mulga to help search them out, and you had the Raichu from Cosmic Eclipse, which lets you also do a bunch of energy. This is 20 for every energy attached to all of your Pokemon. And all of a sudden, Boltund just fits perfectly into that deck as a higher HP, harder hitting Pokemon that fills very much the same role. Good work, Boltund. We are getting Sandaconda V, which I also quite like. Here is obviously the full art. It is on the screen. There's only the 1 version here. 1 fighting energy, 30 damage, and attach a fighting energy from your discard pile to this Pokemon, which is kind of underpowered, but remember, fighting Pokemon means Diancie Prism Star for extra damage. It means Martial Arts Dojo for extra damage, etc. So that can add up quickly. And then free energy, 220, discard 2 energy attached to this Pokemon. Hits quite hard. Would be better if we had better fighting acceleration. We got Karate Bout that reduces your attack cost by 1 if you're behind on prizes, but that really is about it. So, fingers crossed, ladies and gentlemen. Fingers crossed. And then the final one here that's just a Pokemon V that's getting full art is Dubwool V. And I'll be honest with you, I'm liking Dubwool V more and more every time I look at it. The more I look at it, the better it gets. The ability means it takes 30 less damage from attacks, gives it a bit of beef. And Revenge Blast does 120 damage, plus 30 more for each prize card your opponent has already taken. I should mention all of our translations come from the lovely David Hockman at limitlesstcg.com/translations. And what we see here is just a really good revenge Pokemon. Your opponent's taken 5 prizes, you do 270, and of course this is a Pokemon that is just begging to be used with Reset Stamp. Put your opponent down to a small hand size while you start smashing. So those are the Pokemon, but we need to have some supporters as well, and the supporters here come in both full art and rainbow rare varieties. Now, probably the headliner here is Sonia. We like Sonia. Search a deck for 2 basic Pokemon or 2 basic energy, reveal them, and put them into your hand. Very good card. It's not going to take over the format. It's not going to be the most played supporter, but it should pop up as a supporter in a bunch of decks, which means it's one you're going to need. Milo, on the other hand, Milo's a weird one, but I do think Milo's going to see a bunch of play as well. You see, Milo lets you discard up to 2 cards from your hand, drawing 2 for each card that you discarded. So again, this is a nice little card that is likely to see a fair amount of play here and there, and given that we've got the beautiful full art and the beautiful rainbow rare, I think people are going to be going after this. Sonia's going to be the more popular of them, but I do like me a bit of Milo. Now, we do expect a couple of gold trainer cards, and we do get them, kind of. The first of which is Big Charm. Now, when I said earlier that all of the secret rares other than Frosmoth are from VMAX Rising, not Sword and Shield, I was a little bit mistaken, because this was the other one. Big Charm is actually a card that came out in Sword and Shield, but for some reason ends up as a secret rare here. Gives your Pokemon an extra 30 HP. It sees a lot of play. These cards have been legal in Japan for a while. Big Charm and Sword and Shield generally has been legal in Japan for a while, and I'm happy to report that it's actually seen quite a bit of play and quite a bit of love. It's not for every deck, but an extra 30 HP can be really helpful. This can be really good. And the final one we're getting is the best and will be, I think, the most sought after of all of them, other than maybe Frosmoth, Twin Energy. We are getting a gold version of Twin Energy, and Twin Energy is out and out, over the top, flat out, phenomenal. You see, Twin Energy is double colorless energy, but it cannot be used by a Pokemon V or a Pokemon GX. You can put it on there, but it's just one energy rather than two. Any non-V, non-GX deck that uses colorless energy is going to love this. Twin Energy is one of the best cards we've had in a while. Having a gold version of it is going to make it rather sought after indeed. So not many surprises here. We knew that the supporters were going to have full arts and rainbows, and we knew that all of the Vs were going to get full arts and some of them were going to get rainbows and all of that. What is very, very exciting and different and weird and cool and awesome is Gold Frosmoth. Frankly, ladies and gentlemen, did not see that coming. So there we go. Those are the secret rares from VMAX Rising. Let me know what you think about them in the comment section. Go nuts. Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWassy, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCGRadio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/PTCGRadio, where you can do exactly that. And please do make sure you're checking out youtube.com/WassyPlays, where you can find out about a whole bunch of games that don't have Pokemon in, but we love them nonetheless. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.